Welcome to another edition of the Boiler Room Insider. We're standing here at Boston University's East Campus Power Plant, where we recently performed a major boiler burner retrofit to their existing 1960 Cleaver Brooks boilers. This project was single-handedly the biggest project Wilkinson had ever completed. We are incredibly honored by Boston University putting their faith in our hands. Tell us a little bit about the power plant and some of the things that's gone on in the past few years. Obviously, these boilers are originally from 1960, I believe.
That's right, 1960 vintage. They're Cleaver Brooks boilers, horizontal type fire tube. We've had them here I've been here almost 20 years. They've been here. I found them here, and we just revamped them about 2 years ago. We put in new burners, frequency drives on the burners, and fan motors for the air makeup, new panels. So we redid the whole plant that cost them millions of dollars. So we went to an auto flame system in order to save more energy at the plant, which we have diminished our consumption quite a bit on number 4 oil. This whole place runs on number 4 oil.
They had the older style Cleaver Brooks burners on there with the cams, the rods and linkages.
Up and down.
Exactly, which is a little difficult to control sometimes.
It was a headache.
Right.
Because we do keep the fires the way they're supposed to be, the O2 and the CO2 at the proper level. Always used to be a constant adjustment with these. With the new system we found, we don't have that anymore. Everything is done with the computer, and it's been great. And also, we found that because we're using this new system, the oil burns better. And this past season, we found that the fire side on the equipment was very clean compared to what we used to have years ago. So it's been very beneficial in that aspect on the operation end of it and the maintenance end of it.
The whole goal was to save money on fuel costs and limit emissions. And we've talked about this already in other Boiler Room Insider episodes, that being the Limsfield low O2 burner, the low oxygen content burner. The thing about the Limsfield burner is throughout the whole firing range, low fire to high fire, you're going to be at lower oxygen content levels throughout the firing range. What that equals is you're going to have greater heat transfer, better heat transfer on the tubes inside. Okay, we're not going to raise our efficiencies. The boiler's the boiler. Paul Luckage talked about that at Millipore. All we're doing here is we're taking this particular unit, we're using our low O2s, we're mixing it up with a little auto flame combustion management system with the individual servo motors. We got our exhaust gas analyzer right there. Excuse me, I haven't talked this loud in a long time. Some of the other things that we did during this project, we put in some new Grundfos feed pumps. This is their deaerator tank. We gotta preheat that feed water. We can't just have feed water going into the boilers that have oxygen content in it. We gotta cook up that water and make sure it's piping hot, there's no oxygen content. You get oxygen content in your feed water, you're gonna eat up those tubes.
Because of the efficiency that we're running, we have gained one boiler, which is each one of these boilers are 600 horsepower each. And we gained one boiler by doing this, which gives me more redundancy when I need it. I've been using Wilkinson for about 18 years at the present moment. So our relationship has been really good. And I've been quite impressed with them, with the kind of work that they do, and where the company's well satisfied with it.